So you want me to watch your page, correct?
Yes. But just make sure you mute it.
Do you want me to be wearing headphones as well?
Yes, because I can hear it double right now. Okay, I'm posting this.
The shirt is so goofy.
Mine?
No,
Yours?
mine.
Oh wait, I'm hearing this double. Hold on.
I have headphones on now,
Yeah, sorry, it was me.
so I don't need them.
Perfect.
Is there a double?
No, we're good.
Okay.
Okay. There are already 4 people watching. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, hello. Okay, wait, I just gotta add an emoji. What's up, everybody? Okay. I tagged you. Okay. Yay. So, welcome to your first time on Twitch.
Hey, thank you.
You've done a
Popping my
lot of
cherry.
like live stuff though during quarantine, right?
A ton of it. But I never got on the Twitch train. I watched some DJ sets on Twitch, which I thought were super well done. The one I remember most was Porter Robinson.
Nice.
It was like a festival he was putting on.
Secret Sky?
Yes.
Yeah. That was sick.
It was amazing.
I think Anamanaguchi was on that lineup.
Okay.
They stream a lot. I remember, like, I was reminiscing on the beginning of quarantine today when Mad Decent was, like, first getting onboarded to Twitch and doing all these crazy streams. And they have over 100,000 followers now.
Mad Decent does?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that, it skews very differently than Instagram. Like, it's a lot harder to get 100,000 followers on Twitch than it is on Instagram.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Got you. Well, that's cool.
I actually just got affiliate status. So today is the first day that people can actually pay to subscribe to my Twitch channel.
Word. Congrats.
We'll see if we get any takers.
Sure, I'm sure we will.
I don't know. Well, so do you want to like wait till some more people show up, or should we just start talking talk?
Yeah, we can start. We can get the ball rolling.
Okay. Well, I was extremely excited when I listened to it. I had a major urge to call or text you immediately, but I was like, you know what? I gotta save it for Friday, so I can get it all out then.
No, word.
Can you guess what my favorite song was?
A lot of people have been digging the Empty song.
Yes.
Is it the Empty song? Was it?
I love the Empty song.
Yeah, it's so funny. People love the Empty song.
It's so good, and I really want to talk about it.
Yeah, ooh, that's probably my favorite song on there as well. So
really
happy to talk about it. Yeah.
So,
what's your takeaway with that song?
It's so real. It's so honest. I mean, I love like the melody and I love the harmonica. I love the sound of it, but like the lyrics are just so like ironic and funny, but like spot on. I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of felt like that with the whole album, honestly. Like, I was amazed at how um, spiritual it was, like, as a whole, you know? And, like, I felt like you. I know that you understand the power of lyrics, but, like, it was just so obvious in the way that you wrote every song. Um, I just found it to be
Cool.
really powerful. Like, I texted it to a bunch of my friends um,
Rock on.
and was like, this is really powerful. You should listen to it.
Thank you, Amanda.
Tell me more about the process.
Well, the process. What was the process? It was kind of this album is kind of about how I got to this point where I am in life, which is much happier and much more grounded and
Yeah.
uh, confident than I was at the beginning of my musical journey.
Mhm.
And so, um, yeah, the songs kind of span, I'd say, the past 6 years,
Wow.
and it's me kind of marking points along my own journey in a way. Uh, and yeah,
So
what else can
what
I tell you?
inspired the Empty song?
Well, the empty song was it was I think I was in like a dark place, uh, but I also think I was poking fun at. No, I actually wasn't. No, I'm lying. I wasn't in a dark place. I was poking fun at. I was exploring the idea of emptiness,
Mhm.
um, and poking fun at um, just like a society that has quite a lot of emptiness in a sense.
Yeah.
And so I guess I was like, painting the picture of an empty society, and also looking at my own emptiness, and not in a way of like, oh, I know what emptiness is and what you know fullness is, but in a way of just exploring it within myself and exploring it. And it's really just kind of a, like you said, it's a playful song.
Mhm.
Um, so, there's a reference to Pretty Woman in there. I don't know if you caught that,
No, I did
uh,
not.
which is pretty. Um,
Do
but
you
yeah,
think so? Like, what is emptiness for you? Because for me, when I think emptiness, I think voids, and
yeah,
everyone's attempt to constantly be filling voids.
yep,
You were thinking the same
yeah.
thing.
That's a really good way of putting it. So I was writing about voids. I was writing about my own voids, um, and also just like what the effects of voids are. Like in the song, I talk about, say, I saw empty eyes on MTA. MTA is the subway in New York.
Mhm.
Underground, I heard him play songs of freedom, songs of love, but everybody's ears were plugged.
Mm.
And what I'm doing, I'm trying to like create this scene of someone busking in the subway and just singing, putting their heart out, and everybody just having their earbuds in and just, and
Right.
just this idea that sometimes I feel we're turned off from meaning in general. It's how we keep the void a void.
Yeah. Hey, Daria. Thanks for coming. Yeah. No, I completely agree. Voids were something I was introduced to about a year ago, I think. Um, and ever since then, I've been on a quest to get rid of them and find what I need within myself to make the void go away. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, Daria, Mom. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's so interesting because like 2 weeks ago, I figured out I had a void that I didn't even know I had because I thought I was so justified in wanting what I was missing. Um,
Mm.
but then as soon as I identified it, or like my therapist helped me identify it, it I worked on it and it went away. And it was like the most freeing
Mm.
feeling.
Word. Congrats.
Thanks.
It's a
And
big
the
deal.
song helped too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Rock on.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you consider it like I don't think it's a sad song. Do you?
No, no, I don't think so at all. I think it's talking about a feeling that we all feel, but I don't think it's a sad song. I mean, I think the arc of the song is it starts talking about emptiness as a void, and then by the end of the song, it's talking about emptiness as in the empty mind of a monk.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
so the whole idea of emptiness shifts throughout the song. So I see it as a positive trend sort of song.
Totally.
Yeah.
I agree. I also my second favorite was Waves. Just like
That's yeah, that yeah, I love that song.
it reminded me of Be Here Now and Ram Dass.
Oh, word. Yeah. I was actually I had an epiphany. So we're having we got a pretty like big name DJ to do a remix of the song.
Really?
Yeah. And it's a dance remix, like super like boom, boom, boom. Um, but kind of hearing the song in a new light reminded me of what that song's about. And it's like you put your finger on it. It's about radical trust that
Mm.
whatever waves you're experiencing are the waves you need to be experiencing.
Mhm.
Uh, yeah. So
Yeah.
I was reminded of that the other day.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it made me think about how like Ram Dass's whole philosophy is emotions are like waves and they come in and then they go out. And
Uh,
thoughts, especially
yeah.
thoughts that you feel like you can't get them to leave your mind. You let them come in and then you let them flow out, just like waves do.
Yeah. Yeah.
What other
100%.
songs are your favorite on the album?
Well, let me look.
Everyone should go
Um,
listen. It's amazing.
I really like the song "Reasons." "Reasons" is one of my favorite.
Mhm.
I really like the song "Feel Strong," and then I love the song "Take to the Floor." It's the last one on there. It's
Yes.
a love song. It's a love tune.
Yes. Your
Um,
specialty.
love songs are my specialty.
Are they? I think they might be.
I don't think so, but yeah, no, maybe. I usually don't write romantic songs, and it's
Oh.
it's a romantic. So I guess I'll write songs about love, or but maybe not always in a romantic sense.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, like what's the difference between a love song and a romantic song? I guess love songs can be sad.
Love songs. No, it's just like where is that love directed? I guess is the question. Is it directed towards a person, or is it more about like a general sense of? I feel so cheesy wearing this shirt right now, but is it about like a general general sense of the feeling of love, and how do you cultivate? I write songs about self love. I have a song called "The Harvest" that's about self love. Um,
Yes.
so I do write about love quite a lot, but it's rarely a romantic love.
Wait, let's talk about self-love though. I feel like I've definitely heard Harvest, but I don't remember the lyrics right now.
It's all good. It's all good.
Can you refresh my memory?
Yeah. Well, it's just like the chorus is. It was about that time. It was about that. It was about this. It was about this time that I fell in love with you. Um, it's about a trip I took to Mexico when I was
Mhm.
21, and it was this really like important trip in my growth as a person where I realized that I could enjoy being myself. You know, it's like, oh
Mhm.
wow, oh shit, I can enjoy being in this body. You know,
Yeah.
um, so it was a big moment for me. It was the harvest. It's about the harvest of the trip, the emotional, spiritual harvest of the trip.
Yeah. It's such a valuable experience that I wish everyone could have, but I feel like I don't know. Well, I don't like how many people truly love themselves. It's hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, no, it's a difficult thing. It's a difficult thing. I think you know I'm constantly working on it. I think everyone is. You know.
Yeah, me too. I see it like popping up more in uh oh, Darius said, just saw Zach drop Take to the Floor on his dad's birthday. That's pretty sweet. Ask him how his dad's influenced his music or creativity in general. Great
Hey,
question. Thanks, Daria.
okay.
Do you want to answer
Daria,
that?
Daria. Yeah. Well, my dad was his guitar was the guitar that I learned to play music on. So I think my dad grew up on a ranch, and I think he was like really into. Um, he was a punk. My dad was a punk. Like I think he had like an earring and stuff when he was younger, and his favorite band was Devo. Um, my dad is definitely a creative soul. So um, you know, whatever. He's a playful soul. He's a very playful soul. So what he definitely influenced my creativity, probably just by osmosis. You know, watching him do his thing probably gave me some similar qualities in a way. Um, but yeah, I think my dad's a secret. Not yeah, he's a secret artist. He's a secret musician. Um, he plays the piano very beautifully, and he just never pursued it in the same way that I did.
Would you ever give him a feature on a song?
Possibly on the piano.
A little
Possibly
piano
on the
feature
piano.
in there?
Yeah, I did buy him a banjo as a birthday gift actually a handful of years ago, and I don't think he touched it. So maybe
Oh.
I'd tell him you could only do it. You can feature on my song, but it has to be on the banjo.
That would be amazing. I would love that. Are any other members of your family like musically inclined?
My brother is my brother. Yeah, yeah. My brother is the one that got me into Ableton and Ableton production. Um,
Oh.
do you, yeah, yeah. So I've been spending a lot of time on my production game, and that's all inspired by my brother. I
Is
actually
that
wrote
recent?
waves with the production stuff.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I've started to jump into it way more hardcore. Um, just because, like, you know, it's funny. I learned how to play music on an acoustic guitar, and you know, I'm put into that camp of like the Dave Matthews, John Mayers, but my tastes are like way wider than that. You know, like
Mhm.
I grew up on hip hop. I grew up on electronic music. I grew up on a whole range of genres. And so what's nice about the production is that it allows me to bring those genres into I don't know, it allows me to honor my tastes, my full range of tastes.
Yeah. If if you were gonna dip your feet into releasing music in a different genre, what do you think it would be?
Well, the stuff I'm probably going to be that I'm going to be releasing in 2021 is it's going to be I don't know. I don't even know what you call it, but it's probably electronic based It's weird. It's probably a mix of what I do,
Uh-huh.
which is, I'm a songwriter. It's a mix of that with just whatever I'm making on my computer.
Wow.
Yeah, it's it sometimes gets weird, and I love it. Like it's I don't know.
I'm
It's gonna be like some people are gonna hear and they're like, what the fuck? But I'm excited about it.
I'm excited about it. I want to hear it right now. It sounds so cool. Who would you like, what are some references? Give me like a ballpark of like what it might sound like.
What it might sound like. Shit.
Cuz that like I don't know, the first thing that came to my head was like bass nectar, but it's not going to be like that.
No, not bass nectar. I think like the people I'm like super inspired by in the electronic realm are sort of like darker. Do you know Burial? Listen to Burial.
Mm-mm.
Do you know Fortet? Listen to Fortet.
No.
Um, Nicholas Char.
No. I don't know any of these people. It's not you, it's me.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I think I don't know. I probably like a tasteful mix of acoustic elements and electronic elements. That's the vibe. But
Very cool.
it's hard for me to like say it's going to sound like someone because it's very much me in electronic form. That's how I feel about it.
Wow. Do you think this is like a permanent shift, or are you always gonna do both?
Yeah, I think I'll always do both. There is something about the songwriter world that does translate very well, like, super well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'd say in a modern context, part of the reason I want to shift into more electronic stuff is that, um, yeah, I don't know, it's just more exciting. But sometimes, I had a producer tell me one time that a person and their acoustic guitar is never going to get old. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
always there's an honesty about it when it's done well that is kind of timeless. So I'll always do both.
Yeah, that's very true. Especially, I mean, what is your take on like the current state of music going into 2021? Like, how do you feel about what's popular, what isn't popular? What's your general take?
Hmm. What's my opinion? Um, well, I think a lot of it is based around. It's complicated. That's a big question actually.
Yeah.
Um, that I don't even know how to attack that. I think I'm super optimistic by the fact that there's so much music being made. Um, I'm not always sure that there's channels that our current channels are like allowing all the dope music that is being made to see the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't always get the sense that creators are being paid uh, what they deserve. So
Yeah.
it's a very strange business to be in, I think.
Yeah.
But there is dope stuff being made all the time. I mean, I think that's what I'm stunned about is just how many amazing musicians and songwriters and whatever are just under the radar.
Mm-hmm. I
You know what I mean?
totally agree.
There's so much talent.
The music industry is just, it's impossible. Like, I tr- I don't know the exact percentage, but it really feels like only that like 1 or 2% actually are able to like make a living by being a musician, which is just so unfair. And I like that it creates the culture of like having to search for your music, you know, like You're
Yeah.
not gonna get served the best artists that are being marketed. Like, you need to find those people yourself. And that's what I loved about living in LA, like feeling close to smaller artists. Um, but it seems like a really flawed system to me.
That's how I feel about it. I guess I just did a podcast with a guy and we talked about social media for like an hour, but I'm a cynic about most social media. I actually really dig Twitch, and I'm not just saying that because we're on Twitch and you work for Twitch, but I think Twitch is like kind of cutting edge in some sense
Hmm.
in its ability to create a sense of community, even if it's virtual. You
Yeah,
know,
I agree.
um, but I think my experience with like Instagram and TikTok is it is its own hustle.
Hmm.
Someone who's really good at Instagram might have a ton of followers, but they might not perform that well at a show. Like
Right.
it's a totally different muscle. And so I don't know if artists can get like famous on Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah, sorry, Bill's barking. I have my spray bottle uh, to avoid him
It's all
barking on
good.
stream.
It's all good. Nice,
Just
nice.
grabbing it. Um,
Are you in your apartment in San Fran?
I am.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Looks like
Um,
you're looking out above the city.
yeah, I have an amazing view. I have not
Cool.
shown it on stream yet. But sorry, back to what you're saying. I totally agree, and like, it's wild how many different avenues there are for people to get famous now. And being famous has like become something completely different than it was when it was like Hollywood, and you were an actor, an actress, and that was it, or an artist. Um,
Yeah.
Now it's like a free for all, and it's complete. You don't even have to have talent. If you have followers that respond to you, like that's all you need.
Yeah. Totally. And I think what I've learned about just me and how I translate on these platforms is that's not going to be how I build my career.
Yeah.
Um, and that was one of the lessons I think I learned this year is that so like I really think someone like a David Dobrik. Do you follow David
Mm.
Dobrik?
I mean, I don't follow him, but I still see plenty of his shit.
Well, what I'm saying is like that dude is really good at Instagram. He's really good. It's like it is its own skill.
Yeah,
That's what I believe about these
it is.
platforms. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think very few like top notch, cream of the crop music artists know how to be David Dobrik.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Totally. Except for Billie
That's why
Eilish.
she's amazing at it. Yeah,
Like, how
because
is
she's
she
kind of
so
that.
good?
I almost think it's a personality thing.
Isn't
She's
it
also just in.
interesting?
What's interesting?
Well, no, sorry. I don't want to cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, no, no. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I think it's kind of surprising that she has come into so much fame and power, just because I'm not personally like a huge fan of her music. Um, I remember that like when she was coming up, I felt like all of the labels, Spotify, all of the distribution houses were putting all of their money into her. They were like, we pick her, here are millions of dollars. And I do think that that massive campaign contributed to how successful she became, but like maybe it didn't. Maybe it was just that kids really connected with her.
I think she's the real deal.
Really?
You know, I think her and Phineas are the real deal. I think I think they did what the best artists do, which is they tap into the emotions of a period of their current period of their time.
Hmm.
And so I feel you. I don't resonate with every Billie Eilish song, but there's a lot of it that I can get down with. And I think she really resonated with whatever is the core emotion of 2018 to 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's dark.
She hit it. She hit the zeitgeist.
It was.
Yeah, exactly.
It's pretty
It's dark.
dark.
It's dark. Which is
I'll
what I like about her. Yeah.
yeah.
She's honest about the darkness underneath all of the yes that we've been fed for the past couple of years.
Maybe she's like the Simple Plan or like My Chemical Romance uh, of this generation.
She's emo. She is emo as fuck, in my opinion. But she's also very empowered. I would
Yeah,
argue.
empowered emo for sure.
Empowered emo.
I mean,
We
that's
just
a
made a new
great
genre.
category.
Yeah.
If I was an artist, I'd want to be an empowered emo.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
really like
yeah,
that. So who are you vibing with right now musically? What artists?
um, a lot. Um, I mean, I'm a 100 Gex stan. I love
Love one.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just waiting for them to blow up, like in the mainstream.
You
Have,
know, I don't think they will.
tell me why.
They are too odd. I listen to their shit and it's like I know that I'm listening to the cutting edge music of our time.
Yeah.
When I show it to other people though, most people are like turn this off.
I know. That's the joke.
But they just don't understand that they're hearing true musical genius.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they're like absolute geniuses. And like, the people who need to know. Like, Atlantic has put so much money into them. They got a huge record deal. They've had two major Grammy campaigns back to back years. They haven't gotten nominated yet, but like, hopefully next year it'll happen. Um, but Dylan and Laura are both geniuses, and Dylan, I don't know if this was said publicly or someone told me that he said this, but basically he said that like he wants to be the next Ed Sheeran, which I thought was a fascinating comment. I was like, I would never in a million years think that he would say that, but the fact of the matter is that they can diversify, and I think that rather than if they want to have that kind of success, they'll probably start making songs that like the general public will also like. Oops.
Sorry. Was say that again? Making stuff the general public will like.
I think if they want to achieve this like Ed Sheeran status of artist, they will have to start making more like mainstream agreeable music. And that's the thing, like they're already
Yeah.
doing Dylan just produced a song for Juice World. They've produced songs for Rico Nasty. Like they can make pretty much any genre. I think it's amazing that they're staying true to this like sound that they created, and I'd be happy if they did that forever, but realistically they're probably going to branch off.
Yeah, I think they are pop artists. So I can see that. I think to be the next Ed Sheeran, that that means I don't know. I don't know exactly what that means, but that means pop artist.
Yeah,
That's for sure. And their music is pop.
totally. It's just so
Yeah.
good. I'm obsessed with them. And I've been listening to, do you know 99 Jakes? It's like
I do not.
hardcore EDM. There's this
Oh, word.
collective of like DJs and artists that started this collective called 909 Worldwide. And they're all like hardcore EDM DJs, and I'm obsessed with them. 99 Jakes, Alice Gas are two of like the most well known in that crew. I've also been listening to Arca a lot. Major shout out to
Mm,
Arca. Arca streams. I don't know if you've ever seen their Twitch stream.
really?
Yeah,
Word.
it's
Wait,
so
what are they
cool.
streaming?
She hasn't streamed in like 3 months. But I actually met with her once, which was like amazing. My mom's asking what happened to Ed Sheeran.
I think he had a child.
Yeah, I think he had a kid. Honestly, I'm not an Ed Sheeran fan.
As someone in the music biz who plays an acoustic guitar, I have all the respect in the world for him. He sells out arenas as a solo artist. It's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
it's extremely
It's pretty
impressive.
impressive. Hmm.
Yeah, I mean he's got it going on. Oh my gosh, and
He's
I
got to go.
remember they named the kid something really weird, like Antarctica.
Yeah, I remember seeing that as well.
Definitely a funny name. Okay, what else have I been listening to? Honestly, just like all old stuff, all hyperpop.
Hyperpop, that's the genre.
Yes. There's who's oh my gosh. Lyra Antarctica Seaborn Sheeran. Thank you, Lisa.
Hey, Lisa.
Lyra.
Lyra.
It's probably Lyra.
Lyra.
That's so
So
funny.
okay. Lyra's a pretty name.
Yeah. Lyra is the name of the main character in The Golden Compass, which I've been watching on HBO Max.
Maybe.
It's pretty good.
Maybe that's where it came from.
Yeah. I mean, she's a cool character. I wouldn't blame him. But yeah.
Word. Word. I've
Antarctica
never seen it.
Seaborn. What a name. What a name. Are
I
you
feel
are
like
there?
there's some, go
Oh,
ahead.
no, no, no. What were we gonna say?
No, there's something about becoming that big of a celebrity that makes you name your child adventurous things.
Yeah. Why? What is it? Like, why do celebrities go with the outlandish names?
Yeah, no, it's something about fame.
Fame is a scary thing. It freaks me out quite a bit. This artist I like, did an interview recently, and she was like, I think fame is like devilish. It like really freaks me out, and all my friends that are famous are miserable.
Oh, you did say that.
I
Yeah,
posted
or
it.
you put that up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting comment.
Right?
Yeah, I think fame is a tough thing to wield, but it can be wielded gracefully.
Yes,
You know.
definitely. Gives you a lot of power to change the world, which is what we need right now.
Yeah,
My mom said maybe they were on a seaborne cruise to Antarctica when they conceived her.
that is quite possible.
Very possible. Maybe that's I don't know. One day we will find out. How's everything going in Denver?
It's good. It's good. Yeah, things are. It's Christmas vibes. It was snowing today.
Nice.
Um, Yeah, it's been nice. I moved back here in September, and uh, I'm enjoying it quite a lot.
Do you miss New
What's
York?
the vibe? I have my moments. I had a missing New York moment yesterday, actually.
Really?
Sometimes I just think, yeah, just because it's so stimulating there,
Yeah.
um, and sometimes I miss that feeling of just being in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just swirling in the chaos. I always enjoyed it.
I miss that about LA too. But do you think that if you were in New York right now, it would be like that? Probably not.
No, I've been hearing things like people are still it's there's still action to be had,
Really?
but it's not like fucking, sorry, I shouldn't cuss. It's not like clubs and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But there's stuff happening. I think I am really enjoying Denver. It's there's a my community in many ways is here.
Yeah. It's interesting that we're both back in our hometowns.
The COVID move.
Yeah, COVID moves. Lisa asked a question. Here, I'm gonna put
Yeah,
it on screen.
Lisa is my friend from Napa.
Oh, no way. Love Napa. Alright, I'm throwing it up. Let's see if it pops up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. How has
Hey,
the
nice.
music writing process differed during COVID, and what are you working on currently?
How's it different? Well, it's been way more computer-based stuff because I've been working a lot on the Ableton, on the software end of things. So a lot more of that. And what am I working on currently? I'm making beats. I'm kind of getting more into the electronic world. Um, but yeah, my goal is to put something out in January. Um,
January? That's so soon.
no, no, I think my my goal for 21 is to be just have super high output.
Hell yeah. I
Throw
guess
throw lots of darts at the board.
I guess that's easier when you're producing in Ableton yourself, right?
Yep. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like it, is because there's way more just control
Yeah, which is
of the
great.
of the creative process. Yeah.
Mom, we met in
What's your?
Chicago
We did meet in Chicago.
back in the day. I haven't been
Yeah.
into Chicago in like 2 or 3 years. Do you go there
You
ever?
were going to school out there, correct?
Mm-hmm. I was in grad school.
And you were dating my friend Austin.
Mm-hmm. Briefly. I don't know if we would call it dating. Um, but
Okay.
yeah, that
Where
is how we met.
did we go to? Did you come to my show with Austin at Shuba's?
Yep. We went
That
to the
sound right?
show and then we also went to your session.
Audio Tree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So funny.
Isn't that weird?
I love it. No, I love it. I was just on the phone with someone from Chicago today. I love Chicago. I love that city.
Oh yeah, my mom's reminding me that I was there last year for a wedding. You are correct. Oh, we got another question from Lisa. I'm putting it on the screen.
Do you find it difficult to maintain motivation or keep creative? Or are you finding your inspiration? Yeah, but the creative juices have been like kind of the it hasn't been super consistent. But I think the way I've been producing the creative juices is through exploration. So my one of the guy that moved in with me is a jazz guitarist, and we've been making some music together, some instrumental stuff. And so what I've been focusing on is more exploration than anything. Because yeah, it's been a funny time to write. I don't know how to write about the times right now, if that makes sense. I know how to write about my own experience, but I don't know how to be like, here's a song about COVID. Here's a song about, some artists are like super on top of that, and that's not really my vibe. I
Yeah.
don't feel the need to write a song about what it's like being cooped up at home. It just doesn't even interest me. If that makes sense. Uh, I
Yeah.
but I can write about, I don't know. It sounds bad, but I haven't felt lonely this year.
Wow. I
I've
think that's
been
amazing. That doesn't sound bad.
no, no. It's really good, but I think sometimes when some people are like, "Oh my God, 2020 was such a good year," um, it's like, well, you have to also realize that it's a shitty year for a lot of reasons. But
Hmm.
I've I've been surrounded by amazing people this entire year. I mean, from the beginning of quarantine till now, I've made friends in 2020. I've forged new connections. So in a lot of ways, this year hasn't, uh, I don't know, like slowed down my growth. If that makes sense.
I am right there with you. There were there were some less than great moments, but for the most part, it's been an incredible year. I've literally never grown more in a single year. And I feel like I say that every year, but this year is just like so intensely incredible. It scares me to think about like the different timelines. Like where would I be if COVID hadn't happened? I could have gone my whole life and not learned these things about myself that I was able to learn because of this forced isolation.
Yeah, yeah. It's. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking about, there's this bar next to me that was like having something was going on outside. It was like an outdoor shindig,
Hmm.
and I got this like feeling like, oh shit, this like might be over in a couple months, you
Yeah.
know, or 4 to 5, 6 months. I enjoy being by myself. Like I am
Me
actually
too.
an introvert.
Yeah.
I'm an introvert, and so um, the situation itself terrible, but um, I like being in my apartment, making music. I like reading. I like drinking coffee. I like seeing people sporadically throughout the day. But for the most part, I'm an introvert.
Is that a
So
new development that you're an introvert?
no, I've always been an introvert, but I'm now just realizing how much of an introvert I actually am.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'm an introvert, but I have never enjoyed being alone this much. And it's going to be such a crazy transition to go back to the way things were or whatever that's going to look like in the future. I think people are going to have intense social anxiety like transitioning back.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I feel that. That's kind of what I felt. Um, actually, when I think about it, I'm not actually a full. I'm an introvert extrovert. I'm that balance,
Mhm.
but I really do recharge by myself.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
how I get my fuel.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting getting back into things.
Are you excited to play a live show again? Like, what's your dream first live show scenario?
Dream. Um, it's probably it's probably has to do with like debuting. some of my newer stuff.
Mm.
And I actually have a dream of buying a church and creating a venue of sorts.
No way.
So the perfect gig would be. I think that's one of the things that I feel. We were talking about earlier, this music, and social media, and all this stuff. I'm interested in how do you make music sacred again, like.
Mm.
So that's kind of my idea behind buying a church. Is like I really want to create a space where the weight of it is retained. Does that make sense?
Kind of. Can you elaborate a little more?
I guess I just get the sense that music has been cheapened in general.
Mm.
Um, maybe that's the wrong way of putting it, but
Like
I don't
commodified?
know. Yeah, commodified, but it's always been commodified. I would say more. I just think music is a very sacred thing, and I want to create a venue where um, the attention is really on music in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I'm still shaping this church dream of mine, but
Do you think
I'll have
that
more for you in a minute then.
do you think that like do you imagine it being a religious space or would it just be more of a venue that was in a formally religious space?
Yeah, no, no, no. It wouldn't be. It would be hopefully deeply spiritual, but no, it wouldn't be tied to a religion. It'd just be in a former religious space because there's a lot of churches that are up for sale.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
I bet there's some pretty ones out there. That would be really cool. You could turn it into like a safe haven for traveling artists.
totally.
My mom is saying, I think one of her friends actually did buy a church in San Francisco, and it's now called St. Joseph's Art Society, and it's
Oh wow.
dedicated to fine artists and musicians. Oh, should we Google it? I think we
Yes,
should.
yes,
Let's pull it
yes.
up. Hold on, I gotta switch the screen. All right, you there? St. Joseph's.
I'm gonna grab some water real quick.
Okay. Oh my gosh. This looks like a museum. Is this it? This is wild. This is wild, Zach. Oh my god.
Whoa, it's a massive church.
Look at this. Oops. Not like that. Oh my goodness.
Holy moly.
Are those bears? Okay, wait, we gotta go find more pictures. Inside the landmark church turned into an art society.
Super dope.
What? Oh my gosh. So many pop ups. Oh, yeah, that's my mom's friend.
Nice. Fly.
Oh, Lisa's son sang there with his choir. Wow. Oh, that's it.
Lisa, that's a funny, that's a small world thing.
It was when. Oh, when it was still a church. And they were blessing the animals. That's cute. I feel like your church would have a different vibe, Zach.
My church would have a different vibe, but it's still a very amazing idea. It's cool to see it in. No, I've already looked all this up.
You're on it.
Yeah,
Wow.
that one right there, the third one,
This one?
LoopNet. Yep, that one's pretty dope. Yeah, I've been on this website as well. Yeah. No, you need to go to that website. Yeah,
Wow.
check out these. Check out the inside. The inside's pretty dope.
When did you first have like this idea? Well, also, why can't I like see the photos?
It's kind of recent. It's kind of recent.
I feel like it's like
Yeah,
a vision. Like you like woke up and were like, this is what I need to do.
it's kind of. It's definitely part of.
It's
Oh
the
yeah,
inside.
that's the inside. Yeah, but
Wow.
that's so dark.
It's really big.
Yeah, no, I don't need that big of a church. I don't even know if I want that big of a church.
Who needs red rocks? Very cool. Very cool stuff. Also, I love that Lisa and my mom both know this place in San Francisco.
Well, Napa's not too far from San Fran.
Yeah, you have a solid fan base out here in California.
Yeah, man, I played in Napa a lot over the years.
Really? Where in Napa?
Um, there's festivals that I've played at out there called it's called Live Vineyard. It's
Hmm.
like a music radio extravaganza, and so just gotten a lot of shows there over the years.
Fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Have you been reading anything good lately? We're coming up on an hour, and I don't want to take your whole night, but if you've
Yeah,
been reading anything good lately, I'd love to know.
this is what I've been reading lately. You know Osho? He's a little controversial, but
Mm-mm.
it's called Trust. And
Interesting. Is it
Osho's a
cool?
little controversial. He's kind of a guru. He was a guru guy that there was a Netflix documentary that was made about him and his crew up in Oregon. Have you heard of that?
The cult?
Yeah,
What was it called again?
I don't remember what it's called, but they were like, you know, I think I haven't actually haven't seen it, but so he's the funny thing is he's controversial because I think he believed he did some like there's some sexual stuff that he got into. He believed like you could that sexuality was a portal for spirituality and whatnot.
Hmm.
But so they got into some weird shit up there.
Hmm.
But he's actually you hear him talk or read his writings. He says some really amazing stuff. So you kind of have to look past the fact that he had a cult and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What are his favorite? Like, what is he most known for? Like talking about? Like, what stuff in the book has resonated?
Well, so this book is called Trust, and it's all about. It's really like a kind of a radical way of following your intuition.
Hmm. Interesting.
That's what it's about. Yeah.
Darius said his ashram has a pretty Playboy Mansion rep.
I thought, yeah, exactly.
Oh, had.
Yeah, yeah, and he passed away. But they did some Playboy Mansion stuff, which is just, you know, I'm sure it was dark, but it's funny to me now.
Crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, I do enjoy following my intuition. It
What
is.
are you reading?
Um, I, I, I was reading a lot, and then I don't know, probably a week ago, the desire to read kind of went away, and I'm just like listening to my body. I'm like, okay, my body's telling me I want to watch TV. I'm gonna rewatch Bob's Burgers. Like, I'm not gonna pressure myself to read if I don't feel like it.
No,
But
that's smart. That's super smart. Yeah.
before that happened, I was reading a book to teach myself how to remote view. If you know,
What's
do you know?
remote view?
So, remote viewing, um, it is this like technique. It's kind of like it's not astral projecting. It's basically like a way of connecting with your future self or like having an out of body experience that allows you to like go anywhere in the world and like see what's happening. So it was developed in the military in the 70s and 80s. They had like soldiers who that was all they did. And they would like be able to read like Russian like military documents and like crazy stuff that they would never have access to. Or like if a soldier was abducted, they'd be able to figure out where they were. It's really cool, but anyone can learn to do it.
Whoa,
And the reason
whoa.
I decided to start reading this book is because this person created this new app called RV Tournament, and it's basically it's meant for people who are already able to remote view, um, but based on how good you are at it and how accurate you are, you can win money every day. And there's like a whole ranking system. And so basically, like, you have a daily challenge to remote view an image that will be revealed to you the following day. Um, so the idea is that you open the
Wild.
app and it's just like a blank page. So you're supposed to meditate and basically imagine yourself opening the app the following day and seeing the image, and then you draw what you think you see.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I can't do it. I have I am not even close. So I started reading this like 800-page book to try to learn how.
800 pages of guidance on remote viewing.
Yeah, so it's actually a course that was created by the guy who ran the military program. So he like
Whoa.
in normal times he does seminars, and like it's a 7-day course. So he teaches people how to do it. So it's like it's a lot of work, but the book is so long I haven't even gotten to the part where I like actually start learning anything.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah. So that's what I've been
That's
up to.
wild. Fucking A. Well, if you learn that, you're gonna, there's some things I need to know.
I can help you. It's interesting. Like the book said that he's taught like over 20,000 people how to do it. Because it's a totally learned skill. Like anyone can do it. You just have to be open to it. But he said that most of the people he's taught, like the majority, are engineers, because it's a great way of like knowing what's going to be created in the future. A lot of them are doctors. Um, Obviously, a lot of military people. But yeah, engineers and doctors, he said, were like the two most common groups of people that he's worked with, which I think is really interesting.
Wow. All right, now I'm curious.
Yeah. I mean, you could check out the app. You could just try doing it. It's free. It's called RV Tournament. I honestly found out about it because Vice posted about it on Instagram. So thank you,
Oh, word.
Vice.
That sounds like something Vice would cover.
Yeah, I was like, wait, this is awesome. I need to get on this.
Yeah. Super dope, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank
Super
you
dope.
so much for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me, man. This is rad. You
And
popped my Twitch cherry.
yeah, I'm so glad. You are always welcome. If you ever want to
Yeah, let's
do an
do it again.
event on here,
Oh,
is
word.
I can see I can take myself off the screen so it's just you. You can do whatever you want. Thanks,
Really? You could do
Daria.
it right now.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it for a second, but you won't be able to hear me. But I'll do it right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Daria. Thank you, Lisa. Oh, now it's just me. I'm running the show, huh? Amanda, please come back. I can't run this without you.
I'm back. But yeah, theoretically, if you ever wanted to do that, if you wanted to do a whole show on here, we could make
Word.
graphics and I can run it for you.
Yo.
It's fun,
Yeah, that
honestly.
sounds really fun.
This is my
Gold.
new creative outlet.
Hell yeah. I love it.
Thanks, Mom.
Well,
All right, well,
thank
enjoy your
you,
Friday
Lisa.
night.
I shall. You as well. Enjoy
Thank
your
ya.
weekend.
You
See
too.
you, everybody.
Bye.
Adios.
All right, I am still here. Hey, everybody. I'm debating if I should stream right now. Should I play a game? Daria, do you want to play a game? Are you still there? Um, we got some options. I just started playing this game called Spy Party, which is really fun, but I need someone to play it with. Here, do you want me to show you my game options? I don't know. I don't want to play. Let's see. Let's see what I have. I have Among Us, Phasmophobia,